What is going on, dude?
How we doing?
So good.
So good?
So good.
Why so good?
Today's just an amazing day. Other than the big AT&T outage today. We
I
were
heard about
recording
that.
we're recording on 222.
And people at work were like, that was like all the rave.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Like that's all we could talk about at work
It was bad.
was how bad AT&T server was down and the status, and we
Yeah.
didn't get any work done because everyone was just completely blinded by what
Yeah,
happened here.
it was pretty bad.
What happened?
I woke up at around 6:30 and I had no cell service.
Go get it.
Like
Okay, I see
no
you.
cell service at all. And I was like, "Okay. This is kind of weird. Like what's going on here?" And so I just let it ride. Got the whole way to work. It was probably like 3 hours in. It hit like 9:30,
Nice.
and I was like, my cell service still isn't
Still
up.
not working.
So I go on Down Detector, which is like, I don't know if you know
Yeah,
about Down
yeah.
Detector.
I do
You
that
can
for
just
everything.
yeah, you can see if
I look
any
up video
service is
games
down.
on down. What is it?
Down Detector.
Down detector. Yeah,
Yeah,
it shows like where the outages are. It shows like the percentages of like what the
yeah.
downs are. Yeah.
It's made by Ookla.
Yep. Love them. What the
uh,
hell's Ookla?
Ookla. I don't know if you've ever done an internet speed test, but you can like
No,
check
I don't
your
think so.
your upload download speed all by Ookla, and I believe they're also the ones that made Down Detector. But anyway, I
Shout out
looked up
Ookla.
I looked up that, and sure enough, there was like 70,000 other people at that time in the morning that were already reporting that their internet was or cell service was down.
That's
And
AT and T
then
for you. We had AT&T, and then we went T-Mobile because AT&T was just like.
yeah, I want to switch. Speaking of, I want to. I'm
While we're
looking
on
into
topic,
this. Cody actually sent me this other cell provider.
what is it?
It's like a branch off of Verizon. The name.
Virgin. Virgin Mobile.
No, not Virgin.
I
Not
like
Virgin.
Virgin.
Visible. Visible.
Wow, so I was close.
Yeah.
I was doing a bit.
I know.
I was joking
I thought you were
around.
about
I
to say it.
didn't.
I was like, wow.
No, never heard of them.
Yeah, they only have two packages, both unlimited data though. Pretty cheap. I'm thinking about just hopping on a plan by myself and just
You could start something.
running that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there were a few
Shout
different
out Visible.
reasons or rumors or thoughts on why this was happening. And one of the main ones was the solar flare. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yes, dude. Jake's been talking about that nonstop for the past year.
Yeah.
And so I thought it already happened. I was like, all right, solar flare came and went. He's
Apparently,
like, no, bro, it's happening soon.
yeah, I don't know much about them. I don't know what they do.
A solar flare?
Yeah, you know,
It's basically like the sun.
like popping, right? Like,
Yeah, it's like a little burst of energy off the sun.
yeah,
And then they're dangerous. I know that. And basically, it's just one big EMP. It's just a
easy.
massive like power outage across the whole world.
Oh, well then, maybe that
It's not
coulda-
something good. You don't
No,
want it to happen.
no,
I know that.
but maybe that could have been
I'm not Neil deGrasse
sort of a
Tyson.
culprit. But at the same time, it's like,
Why did it
why
just hit AT&T?
why didn't Verizon get hit?
Why am I still
Why
able
didn't
to
T-Mobile
play
get
Helldivers?
hit?
Why am I still able to
Exactly.
watch Family Guy? Like,
Right.
why does every?
Yeah.
No, I don't think even lights would work. I don't know how. I've never survived a solar flare, so
Yeah, neither have I. I
I
want
just
to one
think
day. I want to.
everything would go down.
I wanna
Anything that,
experience that.
remotely is like plugged into an outlet or runs off any technology or anything would go down.
Yeah.
You would have candles and books. That's all we would have left.
Back to
And
the
guns.
medieval days.
They didn't have guns.
No, but like the other parts, just candles
Books
and
and
books.
candles.
Yeah.
That's the only way to live. That's the best way to do it.
But yeah, so it was that. AT&T, they like to keep it all hush hush when stuff like this is happening.
Yeah,
So
'cause
getting
it's bad publicity. I
right, so
guess
getting
there's not such a thing as bad publicity. You know how many people talked about AT&T today? It wasn't in the best way, but like we're talking about it.
true,
Here we are talking about it.
and yeah, I think they said that it was some SIM card thing. Because early in the day, in the comments on Down Detector, people were saying, "Oh, it's only happening to people with the eSIM," which I don't know if you know about that, but you don't have to have a physical SIM card anymore. It's all just
When
on
I
your
was
phone. It's
getting my
in your
upgrade for
corner.
my phone, they were talking about it. I had no idea what it was.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you the
I want to get
slightest.
one.
Uh, What's the difference? Like,
Just like switching phones is a lot easier. I know there's other benefits. I'm not really into the phone world that
apparently you
much.
never went to T-Mobile. That shit took, bro. You know, all right. So like upgrading your phone, how long should that take? How long should it take?
Well, dude, it
Yeah,
should take maybe half an hour
if that.
at
Okay,
max.
okay.
Yeah,
It was a 4-day process.
4 days.
Yeah, we spent 2 hours at our T-Mobile up on Centerville. Shout out T-Mobile Centerville. We actually put in multiple reports and like complaints.
How bad the customer service was,
Dude,
or
you should have seen the people that were working that. And come to find out, they're the owners.
oh no,
It's
that's
I
not
don't
a
want
good
to say
look for
anything
them.
that could get me sued by T-Mobile. Shout out T-Mobile. I use your service. But yeah, it wasn't good. And then we went to Columbia's T-Mobile, and they basically were like, "What the fuck happened here? Like, what did they do to you over at Centerville?" And we're like, "We
Wow.
don't know. We spent hours there." So we went over there, and we were there. We were there again for another like 3 hours, and then we had to go back the next day because they gave us like another line or something that we didn't pay for. So we had just had an extra line, so we had
They
to go
just
figure that out. That took a couple hours, and then she wanted to see us again the next day. I'm exaggerating when I say 4 days. It was probably 3 days.
so this
But
was all just to upgrade your phone.
yeah, my
They're
phone.
like,
No one else was getting an upgrade.
no
And
one
all of a
else.
sudden they were like trying to push an upgrade on my mom. They were saying that we can get another line if we do this deal, or if we do this package deal, then we could get this for free. And we're like, okay, we don't know. Like that's why we're coming to you.
Yeah.
So stop just trying to like sell us on the shit. I don't
Yeah.
know. It was a whole process, and I every time I go to upgrade my phone, I'm like, fuck, here we go.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this is gonna be what my next week is all about, is upgrading my phone, and then trying to get all my games and all my apps. Nothing's easy when you upgrade your phone. It's not like a simple like, oh, put your old phone and your new phone right next to each other. Put on Bluetooth or something. Make sure you're connected to the same Wi-Fi. No, none of that. Nothing's ever easy. That's what we
Yeah.
were just talking about with this, trying to set all this up.
Oh yeah, setting
There's
up
something you
this-
can just plug in to make shit perfect and no delay, no lag. No.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist.
setting up this today was
Doesn't
something else.
exist. I'm fed up
Bunch of-
if you can't tell.
Bunch of audio stuff.
Shout out T-Mobile for ruining. But we have their Wi-Fi too, but we just called them not that long ago cuz our service was out for multiple days, and it started as soon as my mom got the message of, "Hey, like we worked in your area. Everything should be good now." That's when it started.
That's when it got bad. Yeah.
And so we called and they were like, "I don't know, it doesn't show like any what's it called? Any outages in your
Yeah.
area." And we're like, "That's bullshit."
Down detector.
Down detector.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I wasn't even, I was supposed to be working, and I'm all remote right now. So I wasn't able to work like at all.
That's shit, dude.
So I had to run off personal hotspot,
Yeah.
which apparently we have unlimited of, but then I get messages that I'm using up my hotspot that I have unlimited of. So why, bro, sometimes I wish I could be in the medieval times. You know how much simpler that is?
Sometimes.
I wish I was Amish.
Sometimes.
What do you think the biggest problem Amish people run into is?
Biggest
Their
problem.
horse getting like a splinter or something?
Probably more substantial stuff like their crops not growing, but
A few of them?
a few.
You've been doing this shit for how long? And all of a sudden your crops just
No, but I'm
magically
talking like
stop growing?
a wild animal coming and just eating all your
What
shit.
wild animals are in this state? What is the wildest?
Foxes.
Foxes.
Yeah,
Wow.
foxes.
That if that's
Dude, they've been popping up near my house, and they like make.
they're right over here, right by Lane's mom's old house. The
Yeah.
apartments right here, right in that little wooden glen.
Really?
Right
They're
in
just
there.
sitting there.
We see them every time there's like a snowstorm and that there's no cars out.
Yeah.
You'll just see this little jackal-looking thing going across the road.
You ever hear them though? Like when they
They like chatter. It's like a
Yeah.
weird noise. Like it's a. I don't want to imitate it.
weird.
But yeah, no, we've heard it before. I literally looked at one with my mom because she thought she saw a chupacabra, and I was like, "No, you're bullshitting." So one time she goes out, I guess to like shovel off or brush off cars or something. Comes running back in. She's like, "Logan, right now! Like I see it. It's just standing on the road." And I looked at it. I was like, "I think that's a fox."
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh my god, I never thought of that." And I was like, "You went to chupacabra before you went to fox." let's not jump to conclusions here. But I get it. I'm a believer.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out Foxes.
Shout out to T-Mobile.
Shout out Amish people.
So, yeah, there was the comments about, the solar flare.
I don't think that happened yet. We're expecting one. We're
I thought it
anticipating.
did happen. at
That's what I
midnight
thought. And he
or
was like,
something.
"No, it's not gonna happen for like. It's gonna happen sometime in the next 2 months or something."
Oh,
That was
I mean,
just
I'm sure he knows more about it
last
since,
week.
he's so into it.
I don't know. What sources do you think? You think he's going on Snapchat stories? And being like, "No way, dude, I was totally right."
Yeah, I
That
don't
he
know.
seems like the type of person that would just hop on Snapchat stories and be like, "Yo, I gotta tell everyone." This is a factual statement right here. I'm sorry to be bashing everyone. I came in hot today. I came.
Yeah, you did.
Angry,
You came in with
dude.
the energy today.
I came in angry.
Energy central.
I'm like a
What we are.
tornado of anger.
So,
Yeah. Solar flare. What else was
right.
it?
The other thing was people were saying that there was like a satellite that like ran into one another.
Because
It's
that happens.
Like, okay, maybe.
What was the other satellite it ran into?
No idea. Just another one. Like, you have to imagine. I'm just running off of like what everyone is,
the rumors that you're hearing.
what they're shit posting in this comment section.
Where-
Because there's
where are
no
you
official
getting
news.
this information.
It's on Down Detector. There's a whole comment section, right? And
They're
literally
just
everyone.
average people saying, "Yo, it's got to be the satellites."
No, it was funny because they would like shit talk each other, and like people would be like typing a lot, and then they'd be like, "Oh, I have to go to work," and then a couple minutes go by and they're still typing, and everyone's like, "Yo, what the fuck? Why are you still in this
Thought you had
chat?"
to go
dude?"
to work.
You have to imagine this is like 100 different people on here that reported that they have an outage, and now they're typing about it, and so it's turning into this massive like
It's just a
Twitter
Reddit
thread.
Yeah, it's a Reddit thread at that point.
Yeah, yeah, and it's super funny, but
It's a
people
great
are
way
like,
to bring the community together.
and actually it is like Reddit because there's factual information,
I love Reddit.
but there's also
You have people that know what they're talking about, but then you have people that have absolutely zero idea of what we're talking about that just want to
Exactly.
post on to a thread. It seems like people literally say stuff in order to get a reaction on Reddit. Because
Yeah.
then you have a whole thread underneath them going like, "That's not right," or "You spelled this wrong," or something, and they egg it on. They're like, "I know," or like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like a Reddit culture thing. I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm only on Reddit to check up the recent Helldivers 2 server problem
there's a
and UFC 5 shit posting.
there's a rule on Reddit about repeating the same thing.
What do you
I
mean?
don't know if you ever saw that before. Like, I don't know
Well, like
the
copy
actual.
and
There's
paste them?
always weird internet rules. But if you like something, you can like repeat it to really get the point across. But you can only repeat it like 5 times in the same thread
Is it
until you
considered
have to start
spam?
in. What is it?
Is it considered spam if you repeat it a certain
Not
amount of
really.
times?
I don't know.
What's the
I just know
problem?
people got yelled at for it before,
Wh-
like in the chat. So someone would say
by
like,
Reddit himself
yeah.
or herself
Well, usually like the
or herself.
admin of the subreddit or whatever would step in and be like, "Hey, you can't
Hey.
comment this."
Yeah, that's the 4th time I've heard this.
Yeah.
Hush.
I forget. There's a rule.
Hush it.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
That's crazy.
But
Shout out Reddit.
so there was that.
Yeah.
There was that.
There's
There was
more.
a third. Oh, right. AT&T came out and said something on their server side with SIM cards got messed up.
So it was the sim.
See, that's what they said, though. That's what they said,
And then
and it makes sense because it takes a bit to go back to a previous backup and actually get everyone's SIM information back, and makes sense. But then pharmacies started getting attacked, and at that point, it was weird because like all of their computer systems were going down. We're talking like CVS, mainstream pharmacies. All their computer systems were getting taken down.
So did we end up getting like cyber hacked or something? Cyber attacked?
All the articles coming out after that happened was like big U.S. cyber attack. And I was like, this isn't just some coincidence. Like,
No. What's the movie that just came out that people have been saying like this is the beginning of the end?
I just watched it actually.
Yeah, I showed my family and everything. Watched it
Um,
with Chris and
uh,
yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It
yeah, they were from New York,
was it New York?
New York
They
City.
went to like an Airbnb or something.
Right, and then the guy came back.
Yep, guy and
Okay,
his
yeah,
daughter
yeah,
came back.
yeah.
And Julia Roberts, Ethan Hawke.
Yeah. Fuck.
Why can't I think it? I want to say this is the end, but it's not. This is the end.
No,
The-
what is the name of it? Because someone brought it up in that chat
Yeah.
this morning, and it was like, oh my god, this
When
movie
that
just
movie came out, everyone was like, "Open your eyes, people! Like it's happening." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "When?
Oh, dude,
like when?"
with the screeching, can you imagine that
The
in real life? The noise,
Yeah, yeah.
or the
They did that multiple times too.
or high frequency noise.
What was that for? Just to like
That's the cool thing about that movie.
ev-
Nothing
no-
was explained.
Yeah, no one knows
Nothing.
because I
It's
guess
just
it's supposed to leave you in the dark as much as the characters are because you can't look shit
Right.
up anymore. You just have to infer why did that happen?
yeah,
What the hell is this?
yeah.
What did that mean? So, oh my god, why can't I think of that?
Oh my gosh,
Produced by the Obamas.
it was
I remember that.
watch or no, leave the world behind.
Leave the World Behind.
Leave the world behind.
That's what it
is
was.
The name of it.
Shout out Leave the World Behind.
Yeah, very
For-
cool.
Scaring the daylights out of
Very cool short
Everyone.
movie. I like those type of movies.
it was awesome.
Like
And
the
it came out of
platform.
nowhere. Yeah. There was no like hype behind it. I think all the hype came after it. They were like, "Oh, this did really well. Let's
Yeah,
start
like,
putting
I
this on
didn't know-
billboards. Let's start showing a
I
trailer."
didn't know when it came out. I was just scrolling through Netflix and I saw the big, scene when they're on the beach.
Who told me about it? That was like, "Yo, you gotta watch this, bro. Like, this is what the world's gonna be like."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What?"
I-
Might have been one of my buddies from at school. He was just like, "Oh my god, we stumbled across this movie, and oh, you need to wake up, man. Open your eyes." I watched it and I was like, "Dope. This is sick." And that was that.
It's one of those.
I was like, until this happens, I'm not going to give you credit that this is how the world is.
yeah.
It could 100% happen right now. Our podcast could literally go out right now.
Yeah.
If it does, just know that we got cyber attacked.
Yeah.
I just want to put that warning out there in case
Disclaimer.
all of our thousands and millions and billions of viewers are
Imagine-
like, what happened to
imagine
our
if,
favorite
like,
podcast?
This morning was just the test. And
They're like-
tonight, still in the night, we're gonna get just fucking shut down.
It was supposed to
Imagine.
Yeah, everyone thought it was going to happen over like Christmas. I remember. Everyone was like, "Oh, winter solstice, like that's when it's happening."
Yeah.
Christmas came and went. I had a great time in California for Christmas. We had a great vacation.
Glad to hear
Came back, everything was normal. I was like, "Okay." So that didn't happen. That's when the solar flare was supposed to hit, and they were like, "When the solar flare hits, it's gonna be like anarchy and all this stuff." And I was like, "Did it hit already?" Like, I don't know. I feel like if that happens, I would know about it.
Yeah.
I'd be able to be like, "Damn, solar flare!" Like everything,
that. Look
all the
around.
lights go out, my TV goes out. I'm like, "Fucking solar flare!" Damn, knew it was happening.
Knew that was coming.
I look up and there's just fucking nukes.
It's fucking
I'm
raining,
like, "Oh my god!"
raining from
fucking
the
solar
sky.
flare. Yeah. Damn it.
Like, we knew this day was coming, man.
At least I don't have to go get groceries anymore today.
But yeah, so that happened this morning. That was a whole
Really
ordeal.
eventful.
Yeah, yeah, and I was just sort of sitting at work with the laptop, or not a laptop, my computer, just sort of having that chat room up. So that was fun to just sort of tap into. Other than that, though, got a nice little trim up on the hair.
Yes, you did.
Didn't shave yet. Really need to.
You know why he did that, everyone? Because we are going out to the bars this Saturday, and am I allowed to say this? Who's this audience?
This audience is everyone.
We're gonna play some Have You Met Tanner, and yeah, I was like, bro, you need a haircut, man. Like, freshly shaved, get a little stash going, whatever you need. Get the confidence up a little bit. You know, you gotta talk to these fine women. Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that off camera, but I guess we're doing that now. We're going out to the bars this weekend, Saturday, preferably.
I'll have to let you know. I don't know what time I'm gonna get back on Saturday, but
I
we can-
figured tomorrow you were busy because
yeah.
I figured I didn't know Saturday. I guess I should have asked that before. Nah, you know what? We're going.
Well, Saturday.
We're going. It's
hear
gonna be
me
at
out.
night. So like, what else? Do you have going on Saturday?
Saturday.
Oh my God, fight night.
Is that Saturday?
Yeah,
Sun-
UFC fight night.
Who is
Royval
it?
versus Is it Marino?
Ooh.
And then you have Yair Rodriguez versus Ortega. It's gonna be a wild ass fight night. It's
Speaking
free,
of,
but it's not
do
pay
you
per view.
think I saw what Chandler called out McGregor again?
Again?
Yeah,
I thought they were
like
supposed to
this
be fighting.
past one.
You know what? I hope that ends up being a thing, but I've kind of
But it's
been
just so weird
I've been
because
teased for a while now.
to me it just sort of seems like, they're just sort of calling his name out just for the revenue side of things.
What do you mean? Like just building up?
Yeah, just like hyping up a fight that's really not going to be great. I mean, I'm not going to say McGregor doesn't have a fighting chance, but
I mean, yeah, McGregor could kill me
yeah,
with second.
but he's not the same beast. He's not that same animal that he was when he was in his prime. And obviously, that's how everyone's career goes. Like,
Yeah.
I understand that. But
Everyone has a peak. Everyone declines.
in fighting,
Like,
it's a little different.
yeah.
Like, you can't have a fucking.
Did you watch this past weekend, Volkanovski?
I only saw clips.
Dude, I watched that with Colin and Grubb.
Alex Volkanovski?
Yep.
Is that his name?
Alex Volkanovski.
Yeah.
Alexander Volkanovski. He was like arguably one of the greatest of all time.
But he lost, right?
That is the second time.
It was an upset.
He has 4 losses now on his career. One was Islam. Went the distance. He lost in decision. Got an immediate rematch. Or no, he got a last second 10-day notice rematch. And he got knocked out, head kick. I was like, fuck, man, like that sucks. 10-day notice, whatever. Shrug it off.
Yeah.
People are saying he rushed back with camp after like 3 months. He took this fight. It's a scary fight to take, I'm not going to lie. Ilya, what's his last name? I want to say like Teropia. Terpia?
Ropia.
Ilya, the Spain guy. Like 27 years old. He's a killer. He hasn't lost a professional fight yet.
Wait, who? The guy that he fought?
Yeah.
The
guy that knocked him out cold again. Back-to-back knockouts. We've never seen Volk lose up until... he had one loss going into the Islam fight. But then this is the second fight in a row he got knocked the fuck out. He looked great. He was winning the fight. And then just...
Taporia.
Ilya Taporia. Yeah. That dude's a monster. He might reign for a little bit now. And I think the Yair, unless Volk gets an immediate rematch, it's either, I think, going to be Yair or Ortega going for the belt. But really, I don't know. He's the youngest guy now, and he's the champ.
Yeah.
Everyone has to come to him. I don't know, man. I love UFC. UFC gets me riled up. I know very little about it. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm an expert. But I'm also not one of those fans that starts booing when they like clinch or they're on the ground.
Yeah.
You know those fans?
Yeah.
That literally happened last weekend.
Oh, you
like,
hear it all the time.
Yeah, they like clinched against the cage and everyone was like, boo!
Yeah.
I was like, this is what mixed martial
That's
arts
what the sport is.
Yeah. You don't want to watch the grappling? Go watch fucking Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Where it's all you're not allowed to clinch. You're not allowed to grapple.
Now, don't get me wrong, though. When you're playing the game, stand and bang the whole way.
I don't play anything else.
The whole way.
And then the first stat that I jack up in the franchise mode, because you can't do stand and bang franchise. You might be able to. I don't know if you can or not. I play like regular franchise.
Okay.
First stat I juice, takedown defense. No one's taking my ass down because I'm not dealing with ground game. Not dealing with it. Actually, I just finished the career. I retired as the GOAT. I was on hard difficulty, not legendary. I did legendary, and I lost my UFC debut. I was like, okay, maybe we're not ready for this one yet.
Yeah.
So we just finished on hard. Undefeated, GOAT, 2 weight classes, double belt, haven't lost.
Damn, there you go.
And I retired. Yeah, I was a GOAT. Yeah. UFC 5 is certainly not the game that I was expecting to drop.
Yeah.
Bro, I played it with Min. We were like in the same party and like our game loaded up the same way and we were like, damn, let's get into it.
Yeah.
We were so disappointed. We were so fucking mad.
Is Bruce Lee still in it?
He's in 3 different weight classes. He's in
Is he? That's all he was when he first...
featherweight, lightweight, welterweight? No. Is he welter? Oh no, he has 3 different like alter ego skins. Like
Yeah.
you have one with the scratch across his belly, like the famous the Bruce Lee that you think of when you think of Bruce Lee. And then you have the yellow costume, like the Kill Bill kind of looking costume.
Yeah.
And then you have another one. Oh no, it's fun. It's a great way to kill the time. But you know what I've been playing,
What have
and
you
what
been
I want to
playing?
finally talk about?
What's that?
Helldivers 2. Shout out Arrowhead and shout out
It's time.
Helldivers 2.
It is time.
I am standing on business, bro. Helldivers 2 is the shit. So fucking fun. Great way to kill time with the boys. You have never felt closer with a group of friends. I think the only thing that comes close to it is like OG Fortnite.
Yeah.
Not the season. Like I'm talking like back in like high school.
But
Like,
I'll say I did hop on during that new throwback OG season, and it was
oh
actually
yeah, so did I.
it was actually kind of fun. I almost had too much fun, and I didn't want to.
I almost spent real life money.
Did you?
Almost.
Almost.
I did end up spending real life money because they brought the Invincible skin to Fortnite.
Well, that's understandable.
And I was like, dude,
That's,
I have to.
yeah,
I absolutely
that's
have to.
definitely understandable.
And then I did it again with Silver Surfer, and then I did it again with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's cool. That's cool.
I got Mikey.
You got Mikey.
Yeah, the Last Ronin. Read that comic, or do you know that one?
Mm-mm.
It's basically all the other. I don't think this is a spoiler. It's the whole point of the comic. The Last Ronin is all the TMNT die. It's like Shredder's grandson.
I think I saw it.
And Mikey's the only one that survives, and he uses all of his brother's weapons. He uses like the staff of Donatello, the katanas of Leonardo, and
That's cool.
the things. What does Ralph use? What do they call
The
them?
nunchucks. Oh no. The knives. Yeah. What are those?
Yeah, they got the little thing, and then
Yeah.
he holds them like this, and they. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So he uses all those weapons, and there's actually the creators of
Sai. When Sai.
Yeah. So, correct me if I'm wrong. The creators of the God and War games are making the Last Ronin game with Mikey as like the main protagonist, using all of his other weapons.
That sounds crazy.
That was announced last summer, 2 summers ago.
Do you keep up to date
With what?
new PlayStation release? Like, do you watch the State of Play? Do you watch those?
Don't know what that is. What is it like?
The first one
Is it like
of
a channel
20...
or something? Is it a website?
No, they go. It's a live stream that they stream. I don't know when they do it. I sort of just see them.
Oh, so it's like a whole like press conference
when they
type
get
thing.
posted.
Okay.
Sort of. It's not like with other people there.
I'm picturing like an
Like,
event,
they just
like almost like a
record it.
TED Talk type of thing.
Nah.
They have like a bunch of like a live audience, and
Like,
they're
what
like,
it'll
so
do
we're
is-
releasing this, and we're releasing this.
So they'll throw a trailer for a new game,
Mhm.
and then you'll hear from the developer, like the head developer who's making it. He'll say something. Most of the time, it's these Japanese guys that it's subbed anyway, so you don't.
Okay.
But that doesn't really matter. But it's these Japanese guys mainly, like from Konami, the company that made Death Stranding.
Yes.
There's a second one coming out.
Konami.
Konami.
Is it?
That's it. Yeah. Konami.
Yeah,
You know
it
your
is.
game devs.
Damn right.
But he was just talking about, obviously the second one of that coming out, Death Stranding 2, I think is going to be fantastic just by the trailer. I think the first one, I never
Is that
beat
the one
it.
with
The actor that got...
Daryl? Is it Daryl from Walking Dead?
Is that him?
Crossbow guy.
Yeah.
I stopped watching The Walking Dead.
I didn't get past the first season.
Oh, Cammy has been binge watching it. Before she moved back to school, she was like, "Have you ever watched The Walking Dead?" I was like, "I will tell you when I stopped," and it's when Negan was introduced, the baseball bat guy, and he had everyone in a half circle, and he was just like, "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo."
Yeah.
He was like, "Who's gonna kill who?" At that point, I was like, "This show easily peaked right here. Like from here on, it's like downhill." And so I stopped right there. I think that was like the season premiere, and I was like, "Yep, you know what? I'm good."
I sort of wish I got into it, though.
Jake got me into it. I remember he used to watch it with his family every Sunday night on AMC. Like they would have like watch parties for it.
Really?
So then he started telling me about it, and I was like, I don't know. But then, what was it? The game where, like the Telltale games where you can like pick what you say.
It was a
and,
Telltale.
like,
Yep.
I think that's what got me into it. It has none of the characters.
That
Maybe
game
like one or
even
two.
that game got ported over to like phone and everything.
Did it?
Yeah,
I played that on Xbox.
isn't it? I think it used to be on phone at least.
Did I play that on
When it first
Xbox
came out, they made
360?
like a phone port. Let's see if it's still on.
What was his name? Duck? Was that the kid? I killed the kid. I didn't kill him. I let him be killed. And then another playthrough I saved him.
Yeah, there it is.
But he was annoying.
It's still on here. The full
Oh my god.
Telltale game
Is it free?
It is. I think you have to pay for something. I don't think it's completely free.
You probably get like the first like
Is the-
stage or first chapter for free.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
That's how they sold it. Was what was it, like 5 chapters, and every chapter you needed to pay for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is not bad.
No, it was just like
I don't mind
DLCs at that point.
Yeah. And they weren't too expensive, right? It was
I
like,
always wanted to play the Batman one.
yeah.
The Batman Telltale.
There's a
But I
lot.
watched all the videos on it, so I was like, I don't need to. You know what I mean?
You see, they're remastering. That was also in the state of play. What was that game? Until Dawn?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, the horror game. And you get to like choose. It's basically the same thing, just like.
They're remastering it for P5 and PC.
Or are they remastering?
And I was
I
like,
feel like that just came. Not just came out. I know
Well-
it's been a couple of years, but
is that really a game you need to remaster? I don't know.
no, not
Or
really.
buy the
no.
P4 version. You know?
I don't know what they're hoping to accomplish with a remastered version of that.
Maybe just so people have it on PC. Because I
You
know,
weren't able to get it original on PC.
dude, PlayStation games just started getting ported to PC like last year, 2 years ago. And you know what sucks
you're
about
talking
PC?
PS exclusive games, or
Yes, yeah, and that was a PlayStation exclusive.
okay.
The Quarry wasn't though. I don't know if you played the Quarry. Same devs.
Oh my god, I think I know what you're talking about. Never played it.
It's really
I
good.
downloaded it. Had full intention of playing it. Never played it.
It's good. It's the
Is
same
that the-
same style as Until Dawn.
Yeah. Wait. No, the Quarry was that the one with there. I can't separate the two.
The one act. Oh, what's his name? Who was the? Oh Jesus! Who was the director of Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3?
Sam Raimi.
Sam Raimi, his brother,
I didn't know you had a brother.
Tom Raimi.
Okay.
He plays a role in the Quarry.
So
Like they.
yeah,
you know,
Until
photo-
Dawn is when they're at the cabin, right? And it's like the
It's like snowing.
yeah, but they're not like vampires. They're not. Am I allowed to say the S word? Skin. Am I allowed to say
I
that?
think that's a past fad. Yeah, I think you're fine.
I don't know, man. Am
Unless you're sketched out about it.
I safe?
You're safe here. Unless you think your dog's gonna just gain 6-foot long legs and.
That'd be wild. No, it's not the skinwalkers. They're like, what kind of monsters are they? They're like skinless,
They're like
big sharp teeth. They're like
they're like
vampires,
werewolves.
but
They're like naked werewolves. That's the way that I see it. Yeah.
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 That's a little weird. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Like
Yeah, they're like that.
you ever see like a poodle when it gets like shaved at the vet?
Oh, yeah.
That's like what these things are.
Little rats.
Yeah.
That's what they look like. So what was Corey? What was it like a slasher? Like
That was a queer.
no, that was Until Dawn.
Till Dawn was the dude with the white mask. Killing everyone and no one knew who it was.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, let's settle this. Until Dawn. Until Dawn is the guy from John Wick 2. The beginning of John Wick 2 where he's smoking the cigar. He owns the car shop. You watch John Wick 2?
No.
And he basically reiterates who John Wick was. He tells him the same story.
That's sort of a sad thing that I want to say.
John Wick?
I watched the first one and the fourth one. I haven't watched the middle
You
one.
watched the first and the fourth.
Because,
Oh,
like-
he just farted. It smells like shit. That's going to hit you in a couple seconds. Just letting you know.
Thanks for the warning in advance.
Oh my God, bro. I feel like I just got napalmed.
Yeah, John
Oh.
Wick. You know, you gotta watch John Wick 1 because, like, you gotta get the lore.
Yeah. And then you just jumped right to 4?
I wasn't as hype as everyone else was when 2 and 3 were coming out.
I have 1, 2, and 3 on a Blu-ray.
Yeah, maybe I need to watch them. It'll change my whole mind on the
We'll
series.
we'll have an entire watch party, and then I
Do
bought 4 on Prime, so I have all 4 John Wicks.
Do that.
1, 2, and 3 just got released on Netflix or something.
Yeah.
Was it Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah, John Wick 2 is probably my favorite, just because it feels like a video game. I think the action scene for that was one of the best ones, and then they just kept ramping it up.
Have you played Cyberpunk?
I played Cyberpunk. I beat the campaign. I didn't play the new DLC that they came out with.
The game got so much better.
That's what I've been hearing.
That's out, the 2.0.
Now
they're on like 2.0.
What was the DLC that they released with Idris Elba?
Phantom Liberty.
Yes. I didn't play that.
I'm not going to try to say his name again.
Did we do this last time?
We butchered it last time. But yeah, that guy. Great dude. Shout out that guy.
Fantastic guy. Yeah. Shout out that guy.
Not going to butcher his name again.
No. With Cyberpunk, I had a weird experience. I thought I was going to just be able to buy like every power up and be this unstoppable force by the end of the game.
Yeah.
Didn't realize how much shit I couldn't do or couldn't buy. I forget like how it works. Like you need like a certain amount of the collectibles or whatever to unlock like.
Yeah, I don't know how. I heard everything got revamped, and I've only played 2.0, so I don't know how.
I have it on disc, so I might just have. Do I have that here? Or do I have that up at school? That might just be a fun one to throw on one night when I can't queue into a Helldivers 2.
It is like
fucking Helldivers 2. Dude.
Sorry, yeah, I took away from Helldivers 2.
No, I mean I just want to hype up how fun the game is and everything, and the game's awesome. And Helldivers 1, never played it, came out in 2015. It was like a top-down, kind of like Hotline Miami. Was that the game? Top-down, you go room to room.
Yeah.
It was played like that, as far as I know. Again, I never played it. And that had a max player count of 10,000 at one time. Okay? Helldivers 2 comes out, no hype, no nothing, just drops. And they were like, you know what, we hope to at least get like 20,000 out of this. Like if we get 20,000, that'd be awesome. We'd be so happy. We'd hit our quota or whatever. Opening weekend, it got 150,000 players.
Funny you say that. I saw that it hit the top.
Did better than Halo Infinite.
All-time concurrent players.
Yeah, did better than all these AAA games and everything.
More than GTA.
Was it more than GTA? You're lying. Well,
more than GTA.
It was cheaper than GTA.
Of concurrent players on at one time.
Wow. Okay, so and then obviously the server reached capacity, and they were like, all right, we're going to send out an update within this next week to try to allow more players. Came out with 450,000 total players. Still reaches.
Surpassed that.
Yeah. Still are having problems with the server. And now they're scrambling because they have no idea what to do. Like, we would have never in our wildest dreams expected this to go this way, but here we are. Cole Mays is fucking already level like 40.
I gotta get that number.
13.
Gotta get that number for you.
What number?
Their concurrent players. Who? And it like showed a whole list. Yeah.
Is it like in real time? Is it like live? How many players are on right now?
I mean, I could check that on Steam, but I don't have combined.
Okay.
But just the
peak,
the moment that it hit higher numbers than GTA. There's a number because it showed like, you know, the highest amount of GTA players that were on at one time. It showed.
Yeah, like the peak amount of players.
I forget the other. It showed like 5 different games. Where is it though? Just saw it. Just saw it.
Yeah, so basically amazing game that you just can't play. Because also what people are doing is instead of backing out of the game or closing the app or something, they just put their PS in rest mode. And then they never leave the game, so then they just are in... Oh my god.
Yeah.
So, is the bottom one... What is that? I know that.
Oh, it's Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter. Okay.
Monster Hunter.
So, just for the people at home. Monster Hunter player count topped out at 334,684. Hitman. Wow. Really? Hitman. Do you know which Hitman?
Probably 3.
3? Yeah. Topped out at 361,001.
Have you ever seen Hitman speedruns?
No.
Funniest thing you'll ever watch
No,
on
never.
YouTube.
I
I
hate
swear to
Hitman,
God.
bro. I hate how much shit I have to do. I just wish I could like do cool creative things. You know what I mean? No, it's do this, go here, grab this because you need that for this, which opens the door for this, which they're gonna walk through, and that they have the key that gets you to this, and then you need to wear their disguise, and it's too much. Let me just go and kill the guy in like the most creative way possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I gotta look that up though. Hitman speedruns?
Speedruns.
Is it just like per mission? Just like how fast you can get it?
Nah, so at least I forget the guy's name that we watched up at school, but we were like binge watching this guy because he would stream every day.
Does he normally do
speedrunning.
speedruns?
Yeah.
Okay, that's his
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And his main is Hitman, and it's just super great. Like some of the methods, I forget what they call it, theory crafting, for like speedruns and stuff.
Okay.
It's so creative, dude.
But
Like you can tell
what is
these
that?
guys.
Just like stuff that. Okay, so I need to do this. So in order to save as much time as possible, I'm gonna do this beforehand and do this.
Yeah.
Is it basically like the pre-plan, like the game plan?
Sort of. Yeah, you have to learn the game's glitches.
Yep.
How to get through a door quicker.
Yep.
How to start a cutscene. How to skip a cutscene.
That shit.
Stuff like that.
bro. Speedruns.
Yeah.
I always thought I was like, how fast can you complete the mission?
Mhm.
It's so much more.
On
than
some
that.
games.
Yeah, but
Like if the devs made a really good game that you can't get out of bounds at all.
like what? What's a game that comes to mind that actually works and you can't get out of bounds?
There's not too many nowadays, but like the old ones mainly.
The old ones.
Like the old like Mario Kart for instance. Like they have walls that you just can't get through. And so
I guarantee you there's
There
one
probably
little
is.
spot somewhere
Yeah.
in one map.
yeah.
It's gotta be Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
But
Alright, continue.
no, you continue. I didn't
Oh.
really have much more to say there, but no, speedrunning is really creative and fun to watch. Especially, I don't know if you ever watched the
I think it would be geeky as hell. just to
Outlast speedrun.
watch. Outlast.
Yeah,
My
I forget the time. I
God,
think it's
bro.
only like 20 minutes.
You're
Like you can cut off half the game and get down to whatever that frozen place is at the end of the game.
yeah, where
You're down
it's
with
like the big
it's where
reveal.
everything's
basically.
like, yeah, decontam.
I never made it that
contamination
far.
zone.
Never made it that far. Either
Yeah, I
got too
haven't
scared or
myself.
died too many times, or then I would have to play it alone. Outlast 2, I barely made it past the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was me, Colin, Dylan, and Jake. We all played it together at Colin's house. We couldn't make it past the first 20 minutes, half an hour. We were
They
just
make-
scared shitless because we were taking turns, and then one of us paused it as we were getting chased, and no one wanted to pick it back up. It was like
Yeah.
2 in the morning. None of us are playing it.
They make some great horror games. Red
Yeah,
Barrel. Is it Red Barrel?
The
The
company?
that makes it. Yeah.
What else did they make?
I think just the Outlast games.
Outlast was fucking.
They made Outlast Trials. That was the newest one.
Oh, there's a video I gotta show you. Remember, when we're done this, I gotta show you a video of a dude playing a horror game, and it
Yeah.
is the funniest clip I've ever seen in my entire life, dude. I don't even know what game it is. It's like, I don't want to say it's like a B-rate game, but it's not one that you've heard of.
Yeah.
You may have like seen like videos on it or something. I gotta show you, dude. It's awesome. So, Monster Hunter 330,000, Hitman 361,000, GTA 5 max player count at 364,548.
Right now, these are concurrent players online at one time.
Yeah.
Like that's the max.
Helldivers 2 topped out at 366,263. Keep in mind the story that I just said, they were happy to reach 20,000. And then this happens?
A game that took the world by surprise.
Bro, I only knew about it when I joined my buddy's party, and I was like, this is Helldivers 2 y'all are playing. And then Cole shared his screen, I was like, oh my god. I need to get this right now. I'm part of the problem that, like, I'm the reason people can't play it, but I'm also not the ones that just sit in the lobby and leave their P5 on for however long, and
Yeah.
just so they don't have to load back into a queue. I think they're getting better with it. At least when I hopped on last night, it was a lot quicker.
Yeah, but this weekend wasn't great. Because when I was up at school,
Oh,
it was like
no,
late
no,
at
no,
night,
no.
and this dude was like, "Yo, you got to see this game."
Yep.
We were waiting there.
I did the same thing with Colin,
least
dude. Right
25
before
minutes.
right before UFC started. I was like, yo, let's play Helldivers, man. Like, I gotta show you this game.
Yeah.
We sat here for like half an hour, and I was like, anytime now.
Yeah,
It's gonna happen anytime soon now.
They need to fix it.
Bro.
It needs to happen.
Can we start streaming that together?
We could.
For the record, this fucker doesn't like to stream with me. He has this hidden beef with me and
I just have
video games that he just doesn't want to stream with
all of these
his good
projects.
friend. He wants to do a podcast. We have time to do a podcast, but when it comes to streaming and playing video games and relaxing and being able to just chill, nah, he's not
Maybe
about
if we
it.
set a schedule. I don't know. I have all these projects.
I'd be
that
down
are
to set a
going
schedule.
on.
Let's set a schedule.
We
We figured this out.
We did.
I feel like this is harder than than streaming.
Yeah, just setting up a
You know how
time.
much shit I had to
A
download?
3-hour session just to
My Mac is
all
about to
focus on this?
explode. I heard it at the beginning.
Yeah.
It sounded like a jet engine trying to take off. My PS5 doesn't do that. You can just hop on, be in a Discord or something.
PS4s did though.
What? Oh my god, dude.
Take off like jets, dude.
I play with my one buddy up at school, Jay. Shout out Jay. You can literally hear his PlayStation whenever he's in the party. You can hear how loud it's running, and then when he leaves the game, we're like, all right, damn, like happened again. So he'll try to rejoin. He'll be in for another round of Siege. Crashes, and he's like, damn, man, all right, I'll keep trying. Come to find out, he doesn't turn off his PlayStation.
That's the problem.
He just leaves it on because he's like, oh, I watch everything on it, and I just don't turn it off. And I'm like, so when you go to class, he's like, nah, it's got to be ready for when I get back. I'm like, just turn it on. Like, it's not a GTA loading screen. Like,
Yeah. Oh, dude. You remember those on old gen consoles?
Trauma.
Old gen consoles, 360 and PS3. Dude, you were waiting.
You had to put like an hour aside.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to start
Just
an
to
hour early.
load the fucking.
You had to
online,
start
dude.
loading it. Go do something. Go take a shit. Go eat. Go file your taxes or whatever, and then come back.
That was
Like, all
really
right, I'm
bad, dude.
Now it's good. Now it's like seamless.
Yeah.
Now it's no problem. But no one wants to play GTA anymore.
But at the time, I think that was like way too big of a game for the consoles that we had.
That
Like-
pushed the old gen to its limits.
Yeah.
The old gen to its limits.
Yeah.
We had that shit on Xbox 360, dude.
Uh huh.
That was,
Yeah.
you know how hard it was to keep that from Jake's parents because he wasn't allowed to play GTA. I had to sneak it over, and I had to bring the disc over in like a Gran Turismo case or something.
It's so funny because that brings up something on an Xbox. I was in a party, it was always like Chase, and Brady, right? Those were like the main
Okay.
two that were in there.
All right.
And Brady's parents didn't allow him to play GTA. So he would hop on, and anytime that we would be talking in a party, he would have to say tag instead of GTA. So his parents didn't hear GTA. They heard just, what is
So-
this kid talking about, a tag game? It doesn't.
Did he have his volume coming out of his TV, like his party chat?
No. But
Just
he used to
in
like
case?
he used to like yell like frequently.
Yeah, he was
So his
that
whole
guy.
house could hear him in a party, so he didn't want to be bringing up GTA. Whenever they would walk in,
Tag.
he would just like leave the lobby and we'd be like, his parents came in.
Ah,
Like,
God, he probably got so good at just like closing app or
yeah,
turning off his console in general.
yeah.
His parents probably thought he was watching like porn or something. Meanwhile, he's just playing GTA. That's all he's doing. That's so much better than
Yep.
porn, bro.
Yeah.
It's so. I would if I
Yeah.
walked in on my kid, I would rather him be playing GTA than watching porn. It'd make it less awkward for me and just be
It
like, oh
would.
my god, I played that when I was your age.
Yeah.
I can be like, I remember that video. That video was tough. Have a good time, champ. Remember to lock this door. I'll lock it for you this time. But yeah. So can we start streaming?
Yeah, we can start
Please?
streaming.
Like when do you want to? Do you want to make a schedule?
We can make a schedule.
I
We'll
usually
talk
have
about
Fridays
it.
off, but
We'll talk about it.
off pod.
Yeah.
Off pod. Sorry guys, he's gonna.
All right, we'll make an official announcement when.
Oh yeah.
When
dude.
we have a
We'll post it to the.
we have a schedule.
Where-
We do need to make a YouTube.
Yes, we do
Yes,
for this
actually,
at least. We can do that right now.
So quick little.
Yeah, we didn't get
little-
into any of your talking points that you had.
Nah, I mean this has been a great conversation. Just
It's
about-
almost Sunday.
it's getting close, dude.
Wink.
Sundays
are a code word for.
So last week I was
What was that noise, buddy?
I was
You
at
sound like a monkey.
it was a Thursday night at the Liederkranz, and I went for trivia. First time
Where's
that I've
this?
been at the Lancaster Leader Crowns where I German dance.
Okay, okay.
I German dance.
It is fucking insane.
Ever since I've
What are
been,
these times we're gonna get you to do it? Because I've never seen it in person. I've only seen videos.
Well, it's great.
He doesn't
It's
do
fun.
it. He's embarrassed, but
It's good.
this
I'm
dude
not
could literally be
embarrassed.
like America's Got Talent, or
Oh,
sorry, Germany's Got Talent with the dance moves. He's like the German Chris Brown, for example. Yeah, you're there for trivia night.
I was there for trivia night.
What kind of trivia? Was there a theme, or was it just like
Some nights there's a theme. The night that I went, it was just random.
open trivia questions?
Yeah, which really sucked because the second round was like,
Sorry guys, my dog's drinking water, and I'm not on noise canceling, so you can probably just hear.
so I don't know. Oh yeah, second round. Sorry. Second round. It was like 80s and 90s Philly baseball
Oh,
questions.
oh God!
And we were like,
failed
they were
that
talking
shit.
like numbers.
Want to say hi?
Here's Apollo.
Yeah, you want to say hi? You want to say hi to everyone?
Nah, they were talking like numbers, like how fast did this pitcher throw this year? Like what was his top speed? And I was like, I don't even know the guy.
Yeah, I've never even heard his name.
And you know, I like baseball. It's fun. I like going to games more than watching them on TV, but you know, great sport. But I don't know the average pitching miles per hour. I
I'd
don't
say
know
like
any of that.
90, low
Somewhere in the
90s?
90s, yeah. Because what, college is like mid 80s.
I'd say mid
If
to
it's a
high
good
80s.
player, right, or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. But anyway, we were sitting there.
I don't
and
know. Wii baseball, I was pitching solid
fucking
102s.
heaters,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
Heaters.
Every pitch was a 102.
But we were sitting there, and this dude I was sitting with, Chris, was like it got sort of quiet, and so he goes, "All right, tell me something awesome that happened to you in this past week." And we all sort of just went around, and I just thought it was like such a great idea just to open up positivity and actually reflect on something that happened in your previous week that was like good, instead of just get off of work and you're like, "Damn, that was a stressful day." Just like it brought up good conversation about positive stuff, and I just wanted to bring it here because great idea, and I wanted to hear what you would, what would you say in your past week, something just awesome that happened to you? And be a small victory, a big victory.
This one's pretty big, I think.
Okay.
I finally loaded up into my Helldivers 2 server. I finally made it past the queue.
Yeah, that's positive.
No, honestly, my weeks for the past 5 weeks since I started this internship and since I got him, they all kind of blur together. So my day, there's some days where I don't even drive. Like the only time I get out of my house is either when I run him or take him on a walk or something.
Yeah.
So my days are pretty low key and pretty consistent. Like it's just a whole lot of nothing happening. If anything crazy does happen, it's usually because someone else made it happen. Like, I don't know, I gotta start changing things up. I need a hobby or something. I need to like go for a bike ride or start knitting or something. I whipped out my keyboard and started hopping on the sticks.
Yeah, that's super cool.
That shit was fun.
Yeah.
The
intro and outro that you guys are gonna hear.
Oh my god.
Self-created.
It's a masterpiece.
Self-created.
No,
it's beautiful.
It's not. Did you think I made those? Like, did you think I made that?
Yeah, you made it.
I didn't make that. Those are samples that came with the keyboard.
No, they're not.
I swear to
no
God.
Way.
Guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute.
They're not samples.
Oh,
no
shit.
way.
I turned on my light.
Are they? Okay, you're muted.
All you have to do is you press.
Press that. Oh, power's off right now.
Yep.
Wish I could be showing you guys this.
This is why we need a main.
We do need a main camera that's looking over like both of us, like right in the middle.
Yeah, like right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turn it on.
Okay, you
Press.
turn it on. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but
We show them a little bit of.
That's good. That's class. All right. Well, we are gonna have a self-created one
I want to do
potentially. we're gonna find a good intro outro,
Yeah, I want to do.
and by the time actually that even the first episode is uploaded, it's gonna be there. But
I want to use the rhythms that I was telling you about, and I just want to diddle around on the keys and just be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that sounds dope."
yeah,
Obviously, I don't want it to sound like anything
yeah,
that we could possibly be like, "That's our song," or "We use that."
right.
This is something that we need. And you're the music master here. He apparently has multiple songs on SoundCloud that he won't even let me listen to.
One day.
But he was the one gung ho.
One day
Yo,
I'll bring
let's
him
make
out.
our own. Let's make our own song.
It's because I think we could actually make some good music. But
I would love to make it.
I'm not gonna say by any means that the music that I have out right now is anywhere near good.
I think that's problem
But the
number
dude
one.
that
Your
produced it for me,
confidence.
That is a bad.
It's
comment.
negative self-talk, dude.
You're right.
It's a lot of.
I even just brought up.
Imagine
a
if
positive
Kanye
topic.
was super pessimistic and he's like, you know what? I'm just like an average rapper. I'm just an average producer. I'm nothing crazy. No, he wouldn't have made it.
Well, here's a question for you, actually, in the same realm there.
Oh, let's
the
tread
point of-
lightly around.
What's the point, or not what's the point, but where is the point of being confident versus being cocky? So, like, where is that line where you can be talking yourself up because you're confident and then saying too much to the point where you're cocky?
I think
It's not very.
I think confidence is all inwards, and it obviously starts. All of it starts within like yourself. I don't know if what I'm gonna say is gonna translate well and make sense to me because it's in my head.
Say.
Cockiness is when you start putting that confidence in every bit. So if you hopped on a game that you know nothing about and you hop in, you're like, I'm gonna be fucking Master Prestige. I'm gonna be the best one to ever play this game. I think that's a little cocky. You almost need to be a little bit humble. You can be confident and be humble. You can be like, I know what I bring to the table. I know nothing about this though, so we're gonna have the confidence that we're gonna do good eventually. But for right now, I know jack shit. So
Yeah.
we're just gonna. It's basically like
So,
my internship. So I go in and I'm like, I'm very confident in my abilities. I know what I can bring to the table, but I'm not going to go into the first meeting and be like, all right, guys, I just want to say we're kind of doing shit wrong here. Like I don't really like that. I don't like this. Don't like this. Like it's almost there's almost an aggression to it. If that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like there's a clear difference, and you know it when you see it, but it's hard to when you don't have like an example, or if you don't have anyone to like look to and be like, that dude's cocky. I don't like that. If you don't have someone like that, then it's hard to like talk about it.
yeah.
It's not hard to talk. It's hard to differentiate it.
No, I agree.
It's a good question.
Yeah, it's definitely a difficult one because, everyone wants to be confident.
I think everyone
But-
should have at least some form of confidence.
But
And I know that's a struggle that people have. I know.
Yeah.
And it could just be an off day. You could just be having a rough day and you're lacking confidence that day. It could be temporary or it could be what you think is permanent. I don't think it should be permanent though. I think everyone should at least have some form of this is me. I know I'm good at this, or I can be good at this. It's almost like just having faith in yourself as opposed to
So you would
I'm
consider
good at everything. I'm a master at everything. Like
you would consider cockiness as almost like degrading others.
almost, yeah. Like they're not as good as me.
Right. Yeah. It's sort of
Confidence
putting,
is like they could also be good. I have enough faith in myself that I can also be just as good, if not better.
Yeah.
You're recognizing that they're also good at what they do. You just, I guess the cockiness is you're not always degrading other people and like putting other people down, but it comes along with it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
You ever watch Whiplash?
Yeah.
I
Love
feel like
shit.
that sums it up almost perfectly.
Yeah. You're,
because
you're
I just
saying so. You're saying
rewatched it. I got introduced to it by one of my roommates up at school.
just recently.
No, this was well, no, back in October,
Okay.
so
All right.
fairly recent,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
And I watched it the first time, and I was like, all right, like it definitely kept me involved the whole entire time,
Mhm.
mainly because I like J. Jonah Jameson, whatever that guy's.
Uh,
What is that actor's name? Great actor, but I know him.
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons. I know him from Spider-Man predominantly, but so that kept me involved just by him.
Fun fact: he voices Omni Man in Invincible.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he voices Invincible's dad, and then Glenn from The Walking Dead, the Asian guy,
Yeah.
voices Invincible, and then
Ooh.
Sandra Oh, Grey's Anatomy, and also that movie that came out, Killing Eve. Apparently did really well. I've never watched it.
Yeah,
She's in that one.
haven't
She
heard of it.
voices the mom. Yeah, the cast is fucking awesome. Yo, not
But
on the podcast.
but yeah, that movie sums it up. Because one of the big quotes from it, I actually have it written down here.
I will fuck you like a pig.
Not
That
what
one
I
was
was
a
gonna
good one.
say, but that's
That's
also
that's a
very.
hard ass line.
That's a hard line. You're right. You're right. Very hard line.
Yo,
But now,
not on the pod.
the greats don't get discouraged. Think about everyone. We'll bring up a quick, easy example: Messi.
Okay.
Right? Messi, obviously, in the sport of football, he is one of the best talents that we have in our day and age. So, throughout his time, he kept evolving as a player, and obviously, there's going to be haters when you get up that high in the world, when you're just outperforming absolutely everybody around you.
Haters are gonna be around you 24/7.
Yeah, and for him to just keep going through all that, not getting discouraged, and just growing to his full potential, I don't know. I think I think it was just a good quote because it just it's true.
Do you think that was the best way to get to his students? Do you think there was like a possible another way to teach the same lessons, or no? Do you think that was what he had to do to get through to his particular students for that particular task?
Certain aspects. When it was just the three, sorry, slight spoiler. When it was the three drummers,
Yeah,
sort of competing for that main spot.
I'm about to crate you. I'll crate you. Right
So
now.
obviously, I think that honestly was one of the better types of teaching.
Come on, buddy.
I think when those three together were doing that, repetition is always a good thing. Repetition's something that, practice makes perfect. That's like a lifelong quote. And, that was good. Now, when he threw the cymbal at him, I understand it was like a reference to the other guy that was brought up in the movie. I forget.
Yeah, famous drummer.
Yeah, he
was
got
like,
a
"Oh."
cymbal thrown at his head, and he
Yeah, he was like his instructor threw a symbol at him.
yeah,
I was like, oh, that's a cool story. And then it actually happened. I was like,
yeah.
ooh.
So I would say
Got
half and half.
decapitated.
There's definitely some. You got to have a strict leader.
Yeah.
But then, what's the point where you're just sort of being an asshole and
like
going on a
dictator,
power high?
almost, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. What do you feel about his?
I know that back in 2021. Oh God, here he goes. I was talking to my dad. We were down at our grandparents' condo. Dope place. First off, tough. It's in Florida. We were talking about
in the
dude
in the condo.
in the condo.
In the condo.
My dad had to watch. My dad's a coach. He's a women's soccer collegiate coach. He has been for years, and him and a bunch of coaches had to meet up and watch Whiplash, and they had to talk about from a coaching perspective. Basically, the same question what I asked you. Is that the best way to do it? Was that the best way to get to his students? What were some pros and what were some cons to what he did?
Yeah.
He was like, I'm not watching Whiplash. So he asked me to tell him about it. And I was like, dude, honestly, you have to just watch it. I was like,
It's
You ask
not a
anyone about it, it's not a hard watch.
no.
My mom doesn't want to watch it just because she doesn't like to see people get like verbally abused and
Yeah.
shit. And yeah, it's
Yeah, I mean,
a mother's perspective on it. You wouldn't want to see your own kid go through that.
yeah.
So I was telling him, I was like, did some stuff right, did very few things right. I liked where he pulled him aside and he was like, you know what, like it's all good. Like don't worry about it. Like I'm gonna say some stuff.
Yeah.
Don't let it go under your skin. You'll be good. Just keep doing you. But then he almost took it to an extreme. Then again, he warned him. You know what I mean? So I got to give that movie another rewatch. I haven't watched it in a couple of years. But I same with you. There were some pros, there were some cons. I think a lot more cons. I think he was just way too aggressive, and I guess if that's what's been working, almost the Bill Belichick method, where no partying, no, we're not going out, we're not doing this. It's wake up, football, sleep, breathe, eat, football.
Yeah.
It's not like other coaches where, all right, we'll be a little bit lenient. We'll go half pads today. We'll have off today, whatever. It wasn't like that for him. And they ended up winning 5 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Dedication is a huge thing.
yeah, I guess basically it boils down to how bad do you want it? From the instructor's perspective to his students, he was like, how bad do you want to be, like, great?
Yeah.
I just think, I don't know, because I've never been in that instance. I've never went to, like, what school was it? Like, some crazy music.
Yeah, just strictly
academy.
for music.
It was something, like, reputable.
Yeah.
Never been remotely close to a situation like that. So, oh, God. Just let him go. Just let him go. He's fine. He's good. He's in his crate. He just hears Dad talking.
Yeah.
He's fine. That's what you got to do. He's just a barker, bro. That's all he does. And then Colin told me, he's like, bro, you got to, like, put a blanket, like, half over the crate to, like, calm him down.
Yeah.
Almost. It worked immediately. And as you can tell, that lasted a couple days. I did that this weekend. I started doing that. And I was like, oh, my God, like, this is a great way for him to settle down, basically.
Yeah.
Or, like, if he's on timeout, I'm not covering his crate. He's got a whole side that he can breathe and look out of, and he'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's mostly just for, like, to block off the sight of me and him so he doesn't.
Right. Yeah.
But I guess as I'm talking, it's not much better.
Yeah.
Because he hears me.
Still hears you. Yeah.
God, we got to figure this. We need a studio.
We do.
We need our own place.
We do.
No, but yeah, the whiplash thing, I agree with a lot of what you were saying. Pros, cons, but more cons than pros. And I just never been in an instance like that where I can, like, speak on and be like, when I was in music academy, my instructor did this instead of doing. I never played the drums.
Yeah.
Tried out for snare drums in 4th grade. They said we had too many drummers. I said, give me the trumpet.
Give me that trumpet.
And then we did our winter chorus concert. And I was like, oh, that was our big hoorah. Like, we're done.
Yeah.
I got everyone to stop showing up. Because I was like, we're done. Like, that was our biggest concert. What else do we need to do? Yeah. So our music teacher, like, tracked me down. He was like, have you been telling people, like, we're done? I was like, yeah, that was our big thing. Like, we're done, right? And he's like, no. I'm like, why not? Like, what else do we need to practice for? Like, he was like, we have another concert coming up, and you guys haven't been in class for almost 2 weeks now. I'm like, you never told me that.
Yeah.
You never told me we had another concert coming up. He was like, this is the big hoorah. This is everything. And I'm like, oh, all right. So when we're done this, we're good. I'm like, I just get to keep the trumpet. I didn't get to keep the trumpet.
Take it home. I know. Gimme.
Fucking Adam took the snare drums for me.
Yeah.
Because he was a drummer.
Oh, he's a big
He
time,
literally
big
was
time
like
drummer.
born and raised drumming.
Great guy.
And yeah, when he came in with the snare drums, I was just like, this prick took the snare drums for me.
Last winter, I was actually just lifting with him.
Actually, how's he doing?
Yeah, he's doing good.
I haven't heard about him in a while.
Yeah.
I know he went to state.
Yep.
And then
doing good.
His brother went to state as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whole family thing.
His little sister too. How is she in college now?
I don't remember.
I don't know how big
is.
the gap was between Her and
She
Adam.
is.
Wow, dude. I remember little. I forget what her name is.
Bridget.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Little Bridget just running around the house, tattling on us.
Yeah.
God, dude, time flies.
That's
Do you ever
That's
get
fun.
the feeling where, oh wow, Sunday?
Sunday. Sunday.
Do you want to end on that, or do you want to keep going?
I have one more talking point.
Yeah, let's do it.
One more talking point. It's sort of a 2-in-1. Sort of want to end things here on a good,
Oh my God, you
positive,
never answered your
positive
good thing
note.
for the week.
My good thing for the week.
Yeah.
Um, no, I guess I didn't.
No,
guess
you
I
asked
didn't.
me, and I started going on a tangent.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
feel
good
really
though.
bad about. I feel
It's
like
good.
I've taken a majority of this podcast just as
No, you
oh
go.
talking time with Logan.
You go on
You
great.
just get to
You go on
listen to
great
me the
talks,
whole
man.
time.
No, I would say mine was just sort of, I went up to school.
Yeah.
Had a
How was that?
ball on time. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Are your buddies
All good
still
up there.
doing class or?
Yeah. So actually, since I graduated in December, they were all still there for the full semester,
Mhm.
the whole way through May. And so yeah, they're still up there. I was just the only one to leave the room, so they're still going to school, and I'm just sort of here at home.
How many was it?
There's 4 of us in a room.
Are you still in a dorm room?
Yeah,
Like, is it like a extended dorm room, like a 2 and 2?
it's sort of like
Or
an
do you
apartment style type of deal. But
so
yeah, it is
do you
2 and
each-
2 though.
It is 2
It's
and
2 and
2.
2.
Okay,
Yeah, but
that's tough.
yeah, went back
Played
up there
Helldivers 2.
a little bit. We were playing Played Up.
Played up?
You haven't heard of Played Up? Played
No.
Up
No.
has to be one of the top party games at the moment. You have
no.
to play over.
Whiplash.
All right, Quiplash is good.
Is it Jack in the
Jack
Box?
in the Box, Jackbox games.
Jackbox. That
Uh,
shit's tough. We play that every
on-
single weekend up at school.
Yeah, that's a good game.
And
That's a very good game.
Plate, like a paper plate?
Plate Up. You ever play Overcooked?
Fucking Min, George, and Cam were all playing
Great game,
Overcooked,
too.
and they were like, bro, get it. And I'm like, no.
You should.
No. Because they
You
told me to get
should.
Brawlhalla as well, and I was like, no.
I would stay away from Brawlhalla, but
I was like, I'm not. Isn't it just wrestler battle royale?
yeah.
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 No, thank you.
But no,
I'm not in a WWE.
Overcooked
I get the appeal, not for me.
is cool. I don't know if I would play it in an online setting.
Yeah, they
but
were all
4-man couch play. So fun.
that I can get behind.
So fun.
That I can get behind. I
And-
think anything where it requires like 2v2 FIFA, Madden,
Yeah.
NHL. If we could do 4-person, like Left 4 Dead type
You
shit.
gotta have a FIFA tournament soon.
What, me and you? Or just
Just like anybody that wants to play.
no one's gonna want to play,
Why not?
bro? I asked Colin the other night. I was like, "You want to play FIFA?" And he was like, "Nah."
Yeah.
I was like, "Why not?" He's like, "I don't know what I'm doing." I was
Play
like,
it.
"There's 4 controls that you."
I'm
Basically,
guilty. I
yeah.
play FIFA every night.
Yeah. That, would you say that's your main?
I'm still a FIFA man. You know, I quit for a year too.
Quit for you?
I didn't touch
You took a
2022.
sabbatical?
I did not touch FIFA 22 because I was so pissed off at the game. 2021 made me break way too many controllers to the point where like I would have to buy one, not as frequent as you were talking last episode.
Oh, this is what I'm
But-
picturing Overcooked 2 as.
Yeah, but Played
Played
Up
Up.
is like
What's the
freaking
difference?
sick.
What's the difference between them?
Not much. It's just new. You just gotta watch a video. It's fun. So it's
A
4.
38-minute long video?
I wouldn't watch that one,
I could do that right now.
but no, it's 4 people. 2 of them are usually in the dining room, and 2 of them are in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta cook things,
Yeah.
and then give them
It's
to the
basically like
tables.
those mobile games that the timer runs out, or they order
Yeah.
something and then you have a certain amount of time. To,
Think of the old Club Penguin game.
which one?
The
I always
cooking.
played the card game
Ah, the,
in the
oh,
temple.
yeah, I forget.
That shit was fire.
Oh, what was that called? That was really good.
I don't
the dojo.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a
and I had one card that I just
card jitsu. No, something.
I
Jitsu.
wiped everyone with. It was like a level 9 fire card or something. I was like, no one's touching me.
It's good. That's a fun. I
Until
forgot
someone
about
had a
that,
level
yeah.
10 water one. I was like, oh,
But
got me there.
Yeah. So you got to cook stuff in a certain order. If you're making pizza, for instance, you got to get the dough. You got to roll it.
I know what you're talking about.
And
The
then you got to
pizza
put.
maker, and you could also do the candy.
Oh,
pizza.
and Penguin.
Is that
Club Penguin.
is that the game you're talking about?
Yeah, you can like put a fish on, then you have to put like hot sauce
Yep.
depending on what the person wants.
Yep.
You had to do it on this conveyor belt before it
Before,
got to
yep.
the edge of the screen.
Uh
Yeah.
huh.
It's not really like that, but that's like the closest thing I can think of you have to put stuff in order and then sit it on a plate and then get it to the table in time before they get pissed off.
This
Like,
may be a dumb question, but if someone asks for lettuce on their burger,
it's not that specific.
no.
Usually your menu consists of like two things.
Oh, okay. I'm
Because
picturing
it takes
like,
so long to
with like
make.
a hamburger. Do you have to put the toppings in the exact order, or can you just put all the, not toppings, I guess, condiments, toppings, whatever?
Yeah.
Can you just put it all in whatever order you want, or do you like lose points for that?
No,
or-
it has to be a specific order.
That's wild.
So like the pizza,
That would
obviously.
ruin some friendships.
Yeah, yeah.
You're nodding like that as happening.
Dude, they called me last night because they were still fighting about it. They even recorded a game clip of when this kid fucked up. And they were like, dude, you
Are
gotta.
you taking him to trial?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
need court
They were like,
evidence?
all right, Tanner gets final say on this. And he obviously like fucked up. He had the kitchen burning up, like, because you can like set stuff on fire. It gets really annoying. But
I would just
you
do
can
that
body
shit on
block people
purpose.
too. That's the other annoying
Is
thing.
Overcooked 2 free?
No.
See, I'm not.
But they're like cheap games. You know, it's like
These
15
dudes all
bucks.
got jobs. I don't have a
Yeah.
job yet. I'm not. I'm still in school.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're like, yeah, let's buy in for poker every single night, $50 buy in. And I'm like, cool,
Hey, dude, that's how you get your money back, man. That's how you pay for your tuition.
dude.
Dan
I don't know.
Bilzerian.
The way the way I see it, I can go on GTA Online and do shit there.
Yeah.
I probably have like 2 pennies I can rub together for my name.
Oh.
I'm low on. That
Yeah,
fucker's been
that
taking
does
all
get,
my money.
That does get pretty
And then
pricey.
this setup, this was my Valentine's Day money.
Yeah.
This was my Valentine's Day gift. And then I pulled Helldivers 2 out of my ass. I was like, oh, I got $50 in my account. Let's spend 40 of it on Helldivers 2. And then they're like, oh, let's buy the credits for 500 credits for $2. I'm like, I don't know if I can swing that. we're a little low.
But yeah, that was my cool thing that happened this weekend. Just going up to school. It was a good time. It's fun
You haven't been up there since you graduated?
since I graduated.
That was probably a fun time.
So I got to see, kids. There was a guy that used to be my roommate that graduated, but it was his birthday.
Is that
Hung out with
why
him a little bit.
you all went up?
Yeah, it was sort of like mixed things. I mean, my older roommates have been pestering me to come up, and then this dude. Also, I just wanted to go up for his birthday.
So then
But-
you had no excuse to not go.
Yeah,
You had every,
I had 3 reasons all coming at me on to go this weekend.
and
no
you couldn't
plans.
find a reason why not to.
no plans
You're like,
at
all right,
home.
well, that's
Yeah.
what we're doing.
Packed my
Worked out.
bags, left on Friday, came back Sunday night. It was fun. But the last thing that I wanted to bring up
Yes.
was sort of like a let's see, I don't know a good word for this, a guideline to live by,
Okay.
something like that.
I love
Again,
it.
I said I wanted to end it with positivity.
Yes. We did this last week.
Yeah, very similar. Do something that makes you uncomfortable every day.
I like that. I like that.
And it doesn't have to be something massive.
No.
It can be something small. But if you do something that makes you uncomfortable
Takes you
every
out of your
day,
comfort zone.
that's when you get most character growth within yourself.
Yeah.
I believe. Personally, I think that.
I completely agree with that.
Because if you think about the times that you've been comfortable in life, you sort of just get
Complacent.
complacent. And, you're not grown as a human. I mean, you are in certain ways, but, certain relationships can take up, 95% of your time. It's like, where's that time for yourself? That's sort of off topic, but,
I will say that, branching off my point of that my weeks have kind of just been running in together, it's hard for me to find the time to do something for myself.
Yeah.
Do something, like you said, that takes me out of my comfort zone. Do something that I find enjoyable. I mostly just wrap up most of my nights with playing like an hour's worth of video games. Because it's at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, because that's the time I have to myself.
yeah.
I'm that person that I do okay, I didn't get to do anything I wanted to all day. So I'm going to stay up till 3 in the morning because
Mm.
that's my alone time. That's when I'm finally able to do stuff. And then it sets me back for.
Catches up to you quick though.
Yeah, it does.
I mean,
My sleep schedule is literally like 3 to 9 now. 3 to 8. 3 to 8.
been doing that same shit.
And
It's
I'm
like-
just like, I can't continue that. I need
It
to
sucks
take
though.
like an hour to myself or even half an hour to myself. The only alone time I'm able to get during the day is a shower. I mean, yeah, he's fully my responsibility until
Mhm.
he's able enough to be like left alone.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I completely agree with you that I just
But
want
like,
I want to say that I relate to that statement really well.
because you keep doing comfortable things and you just get used to it.
you're not gonna
and
grow.
It's not like you're really
You're not going to grow.
bettering yourself as well. It's just sort of like, all right, I'm gonna do this. I did this for the past 8 days straight. I'm used to it. I can say I'm pretty good at doing it, but am I getting better? Am I really growing? Can I see myself in a couple years, like looking back at my previous life? Was I on an upward journey at that point? Like, if you look back on this day, 2 years later, right? So we're in 2027. That's 3 years. 2026. When you look back on this day, February 22nd, could you be like, I was on the uphill grind? Or you just looking back at it and be like, damn, that was just another day?
I like to think now I'm on the upward grind because I feel like I keep telling myself that I'm getting shit done that needs to get done. I'm doing my work. I'm doing stuff to get out of school. I'm taking care of him. I'm doing stuff that needs to get done. I'm being productive. I'm being responsible. But that leaves me, like I said, with no time to myself. So how much am I able to grow? Yeah, I could feel productive at the end of the day, but nothing changed. I didn't change any of my routine. I didn't put something in there for like learn guitar for half an hour or something. Or what else? Go for a walk without Apollo. Like just there's nothing that I'm doing that I can look back on and be like, I really grew and it started with this. I would be able to look back and be like, I got shit done. Don't know how much I would have changed in those 2 years though. So no, I completely agree with what you're saying. It's really resonating with me, not gonna lie. Damn, that's something to think about. We were having a good time. And you just brought some deep shit on me and ruined my whole night.
I'm sorry about that.
You realize after this I'm gonna be like, I need to get out of my comfort zone. I gotta start doing something.
Hey, it's a good thing to do. Again, even something small, just like having a conversation with someone that you would not usually have a conversation with, can open up your mind in so many different ways.
Hit someone up that like I haven't talked to in a while that we used to talk to all the time.
I'm not really saying that unless you want to. Again, everyone has their own small victories. It's not like
I'm thinking. Remember Vinny?
There's no standard.
The grade under us.
Yeah.
Used to text him all the time, and then COVID happened. I went to college. He went to his college, and he used to text me like every day, just like, "Hey man, like, hope everything's well. Hope you're doing good." And I was like, "Thanks, man. You too." And then that was that. Like the conversations really died out, and now I don't talk to him anymore. I tune into his life based on his stories. And I'm like, seems like he's doing good. But like even that right there, just like reach out to him and just be like,
say what's up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awkward the first time. Obviously, it's gonna be weird.
Who gives a shit anymore?
I'm
sick of the whole.
That's the other thing.
It's awkward.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck, bro?
Yeah.
And I'm digging the whole saying of, really cheesy, but YOLO.
Yeah.
It's real as shit.
Yeah.
We have one crack at this. We got one shot. There's no redos. There's no checkpoints. There's no, oh, let me run it back and try this differently. There's none of that.
Yeah.
Fuck it. You know what I mean? Just. Fuck it.
I gotta show you a YouTube channel that I've been watching recently. It's like I've been on this whole like self-improving grind. It's like
I love that. Love that.
Dude, it feels like shit's glowing inside me when I'm like actively trying to better myself.
I need to start going to the gym too. That's a whole nother thing I need to start doing.
I gotta tell you about that.
I need to get back on that.
I got you with a cool idea off camera.
I was on it. You got a cool idea.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it.
Okay.
It's not really anything to
secret.
do with this, but But yeah, YouTube channel. There's this guy named Profound Pondering. I don't know if you have ever
Wait a minute.
shout out. I think his name's Ian.
Wait a minute.
Ian, great guy. He
Dude.
just hit 100,000 subscribers.
Oh no, I don't.
And it's literally just videos of him talking
Yeah,
philosophy.
it's literally just a dude in front of his computer screen, just like
Something comes up, and he's like, "I'm gonna talk about this." And
not every door is locked.
he goes into great detail.
Finding your way back to yourself. You take life too seriously.
I just watched that one.
4 days ago, 2 days ago, 6 days ago, be the person you wish you had. Only you can help you. Bro,
Great channel though.
I'm about to subscribe to him right now. I don't even need to watch a video. I'm all about it.
And oddly enough, it just sort of came up in my YouTube recommended, and I was like,
He's not smiling. In
"Damn,
any
this
of
is
these
gonna be
thumbnails.
funny." You're right. I thought it was like a meme video, and I watched the whole thing, and I was like, "Dude, this dude actually just spoke to me." Because like,
Yeah, I watched this in hopes to get a laugh, but
Yeah.
you fucking changed my
he
life.
said some real shit. And it's
I feel
one of
like
those
that's what he-
guys.
You don't need like a David Goggins telling you, you ain't shit. Run 50 miles today, blindfolded backwards. You don't need that. You just need someone
what's-
real just being like,
That's what's
yo,
so cool about this guy. He's
he
not
looks like a regular dude.
he's not trying to throw a crazy lifestyle on
Yep.
you.
He's not shoving anything in your face or
He's
trying to get
talking
an
to
agenda
you.
across to you. Like, it's just a dude.
He's talking to you, bro to bro.
That's awesome. I
Just like we're
I feel like a
fucking
lot of
doing.
people need that. I feel like a lot of dudes kind of need that real person to talk to.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they have that real person to talk to. I don't think they have that person to give them life wisdom or life thoughts or, you know what I mean? I'm fortunate enough to have my dad with that.
Yeah.
But there's people that don't have that. And I feel like that really sets them, not up for failure, but sets them with a disadvantage. You don't have that one person to just be real with and like talk life with. I love that. And it seems like he's not trying to, he doesn't have these crazy Mr. Beast thumbnails, and it just seems like
It's him
it
mid
literally looks like
conversation.
this. And he's just
Yeah.
and he's just talking to you like this on a computer screen.
Yeah.
That's
But-
what I think would get across. I think that message would get across better than Tony Robbins' TED Talk.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And no knock to Tony Robbins or David
No,
Goggins.
no.
Shit worked out for them beautifully, and a
Yeah.
lot of people listen to them.
Oh, dude,
But
I love
it's-
whenever any of them are on like podcasts. and
Oh,
stuff.
I'm gonna watch whatever clip I see of them talking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
But I just find it being like, this is a well-established dude. Yeah, they put in the grind, they got it done, but I just don't see how they can relate to my situation right now. He seems like a dude that is in this situation right now. It kind of seems like he doesn't have anyone to talk to about it, so he's going to be that for someone else.
Right.
He's going to be what he never had. Profound Pondering.
Profound Pondering.
105 subscribers. Be sure to check him out.
1,000.
105,000.
105,000.
Yeah, what did I say?
I thought you just
105?
said 105.
No, 105,000. Dude,
Yeah,
it's
and
well
that's
known.
crazy because just yesterday he had 100,000. Like, he's growing rapidly. I think he's gonna
You
have.
think like one clip of his went viral and everyone was like, check
Maybe.
this dude out?
I don't know.
Well, I'm looking
Again,
at
I just saw him from a recommended video, but like I think he's gonna build up quite a
a
community.
massive following.
Yeah, that like really
I
will
hope he
like
does
change
really good.
people's lives in a positive direction.
So is
And
it?
I love that energy.
Where's he getting like all this stuff from? Is it just him straight up talking, or is he gathering
I think-
information from other
Um,
places and putting that information out there to talk about? And
I think it's just stuff that comes up in his day-to-day life.
okay,
It hits him like a brick train. He writes it down real quick, gets some more thoughts together.
that's
He
awesome.
does look stuff up, like he
Yeah.
sometimes references stuff, but he's also.
But I'm sure then he says this applies because in this instance, or
Yeah, he
he's
shows
not
examples.
just throwing a quote out there being like,
Right.
interpret that how you may.
Yeah.
He's saying, I'm bringing that
Like
up
the title
because...
of the video is usually he'll be talking about that in different subsections for 20 minutes straight. And
I'm really excited to watch him.
yeah, it's really good stuff. It's really good stuff.
Everything you do counts. Law of accumulation. Oh, love it.
And I think he's
Don't
like,
observe, appreciate.
he's getting into like poetry. So I think that also
Love
like
poetry.
goes along with everything.
Meditation isn't about sitting still. How to meditate. A lot of people need to watch that video.
Yeah.
I preach by meditation, but meditation's different for everyone. People think it's turn all the lights off and turn everything off and just sit still. And like, no, it's wherever you want to be, wherever you're most comfortable, and whatever works for you. I tried to tell that to Skylar, tried to tell it to Chris, and they weren't about it because I think they took it as, what am I going to sit there like this and go, No, you don't have to do that at all. I meditated literally just sitting down here. I haven't meditated in a while. The last time I meditated was at school, and I sat up there, turned everything off, had a dimly lit room, and I just kind of sat to myself. Was able to have a healthy self-talk with. I think that's kind of what it boils down to.
Yeah.
Are you able to have a dialogue with yourself?
Communicate and like analyze what's going on inside you.
And
your own
break
thoughts.
down any feelings or emotions that you have. Kind of recap your day and why you felt a certain way about this and why you said that instead of this, or you're almost just
And
dissecting
that's part of one of
everything
his
that's
videos.
going on. I'm really excited to watch that meditating one. I'm literally probably going to send that to Chris right after I watch it.
But
that's a great way to end.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful.
Yeah.
This is where we would have the applause soundboard.
Right.
I could do it on my keyboard real quick. Just touch a little clap button real quick.
But I think that's where we're going to end it here.
I think that's a great way to end it. We are at an hour and 32.
Yeah.
And
so.
Yeah. Do you wanna wrap things up?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what we say, get on your grind and stay after it. Make sure you're living positive and improving yourself each and every day. Check out Shlergan.
At what's the link?
Twitch.tv/
Twitch.tv/shlergan. SHLERGAN. Haven't streamed in a while, but we'll get around to it. Give me a follow and you'll get 17 more streams out of me.
And check out Sentri on YouTube.
Do you have to spell it, or do you think they got it?
SENTRI. I'll also put it like right down here. Same with yours. It'll be right
here.
Right wherever you point. Yep, right there.
What about here?
Yep.
What about up here?
It'll be flashing
Can
all
we
over
do-
the screen. It'll be each corner of the screen.
How about wherever I point, that's where you put it?
Yeah, I'll do
Editor,
that.
can we put that in?
I'll do that.
Editor?
Tanner in post. Do that. All right.
All
Checking
right.
out. See you guys
Signing off.
in the next one.
Catch you later.